Hello and welcome, my friends, it's Chris here, and today we're going to play some Clash Royale. So I'll admit, I'm actually not the best Clash Royale video maker in the entire world. I'm not very good at it at all, honestly, but I enjoy doing it. So if you guys want to join me and have some fun along with me, yeah, that's pretty awesome, guys. So, there has been a recent update. There has been 6 new cards, and of course some changes to these guys. So of course we gotta get used to them, we gotta understand what the differences and all that are. There was 1 common, 1 rare, and 1 legendary card. There was the Fire Spirits. He is the first common card. Fairly easy to get. I actually have him already up to level 9 without doing too much extra stuff besides playing the game. And then we have the Furnace over here, which makes Fire Spirits. And then the third and epic card is the Skeleton Guards, which I'll admit I don't like. I don't like the Skeleton Guards at all. I think they're kind of bad, honestly. I don't think I could ever actually put them in my deck and make them worthwhile in the current meta of what I have to fight against. But that's okay. Maybe it's just because they're a lower level or something like that, but that's for another day. Today I want to focus mostly on the Fire Spirits because I know most people probably have the Fire Spirits. You've got it. It's a common card. It's easy to pick up and all that stuff. So I want to focus on those guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys 3 battles of my last 3 games where I played with the Fire Spirits. So I played 1 game, and I played with the Skeleton Guards. And I don't know if it was just he had a really good team to defend against the Skeleton Guards or what it was, but I got 0-3'd like crazy by him using Hog Goblin, and I tried to defend with the Skeleton Guards. It just did not work out at all. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys my last 3 games here. So hopefully I can block out some of the stuff. Obviously, you guys saw that I probably won this game. I'll block it out for the next 2. And this game, I'm not even going to talk that much about, the current gameplay. I'm going to talk mostly about the Fire Spirits. So starting off, again, they are a common card, and there are only 2 elixirs, so they're not very pricey at all. One of the cheapest units in the game. So that means, are they worth it? Well, it depends. Obviously, each card has its advantages, and each card has its disadvantages. Let's start off with the disadvantages of the Fire Spirit. They're squishy. They're extremely, extremely squishy, my friends. Pretty much anything you do will kill them. On top of that, they actually suicide themselves into the other units. So that's the main way they do this. They're kind of like a skeleton bomber in Clash of Clans, if you're used to that at all. They walk up as close as they possibly can, and then they jump into the enemy units. So the Fire Spirits are good against grouped, weak units. That's the thing they're best against. So, for example, the best elixir trade you can get is probably with a minion horde. So if you use the Fire Spirits against a minion horde and you actually get a good landing on there, you can kill pretty much all of the minion horde, if not maybe have like 1, 2 left with low health. So, it's a really, really good way to use Fire Spirits. You can also use them against maybe goblins, spear goblins. You can use them against barbarians as well, but their barbarians do not die from the Fire Spirits, at least at my current level. So, overall, they are useful, but I don't think I'm going to be using them in my deck. I'm going to be straight with you guys. I've been using them and trying to test them out and everything, but I find myself using the other units way more often than the Fire Spirits. They're kind of just sitting there doing almost nothing. I don't use them against the Crown Towers, or try and get them to land in the Crown Towers, and I can't really find a good time to just pop them down and defeat, a lot of other units. Usually everybody's just compact together, combined together in a little tiny space, and that's not when I want to use the Fire Spirits, is when everybody's kind of all over the place and I don't really know what's going on. If fireballs or arrows or something like that, I just can't really use them that well. So you've noticed probably that I've changed my deck a little bit. Yeah, I've been using a couple different towers recently, or a couple different cards recently. I've been using the, see, there's the first time I used the Fire Spirits, or one of the first times I used the Fire Spirits in a good way. I actually took down his entire minion horde with only, again, 2 elixirs. That's a 3 elixir advantage right there. And I was able to barely get some damage on the thing. But now we got a really good rush coming in against these guys. But he's got a Hog Rider at my base right now. Oh no. Sadly, still did not end up damaging his Crown Tower yet. But guess what, guys? We got a really, really big, beefy Royal Giant coming in here. So the reason why a lot of people are using Royal Giants, by the way, is because they have extra range. They have more range than what they used to, and that makes them so much better. And And when I say so much better, I really do mean so much better. So I just zapped the crap out of him right there, and that is going to win me the game. He tried to, right after he lost all of his units, he popped a Hog Rider down. Those were the worst things you could have done. You just literally wasted all of your elixir, allowed me to get my prince to his crown tower, and that's going to cost him the game. So let's get the next game set up here, and then we will pop back in. Alright, so we're back here, guys. Again, playing with the fire spirits over here. So I want to try my very, very best to make sure you guys understand the fire spirits as completely as you possibly can. So you notice we're actually both doing a copy strategy right here. Kind of fun. We're both doing the elixir pumps to start off the game. I always like starting off with the elixir pump, but I have noticed when people do Goblin Hog Rider Zap against my elixir pump start, it's very, very, very hard to defend. I pretty much lose almost every single time. So anyways, sadly, he's got a princess coming out against me. A really, really hard counter to me and my deck is the princess. Because I have not that many things that can reach to the other side. I don't have arrows in my deck, and I don't have, any of those other things. So usually I have to wait till the princess gets up and starts attacking my crown tower before I get to put something else down. Usually minions or, maybe even these fire spirits. Sometimes I do a really, really good combo here. He did a pretty good combo as well. He's got the minions all on top of my stuff, but the Royal Giant's going to tank everything, and my minions should be able to take down most of these guys, but he pops down a princess on top of it, and oh my god, guess what I gotta do, guys? I gotta pop down a giant skeleton just to defeat his princess, and they're damaging my crown tower the entire time. But guess what, my friends? We got a prince. Oh no, guess what? We're not going to do it. I was going to say we're going to do a prince giant skeleton combo, but guess what? He used his barbarians at the perfect time for me not to have to use my prince, and now we pop him down after the fact. Alright, so now we got Arrow's prince coming out against his crown tower. Hopefully we can do some damage to it. It looks like the archers are doing some damage, but it's going to be pretty much a wash as far as that's concerned. Not doing a little bit of damage, maybe 100, but not worth all that much here. So in my current level, which I'm at about 3,000 trophies, I got up to about 3,200 as my max, but at about 3,000 trophies, what kind of units are people using? So for me, a lot of people are using Prince, Dark Prince, P.E.K.K.A., these big, beef units, Princess, and all that stuff. They make the Fire Spirits almost useless. Not that many people use the, Minion Horde anymore, or the, really, really weak units. Even the Barbarians are getting kind of rare for me. So that's why I personally think that the Fire Spirits are not going to be used for tower for me. I can't really see myself using them because not that many people have these really, really weak towers. So he's going double Princess right now. And he's still, oh my god, he gets the Spear Goblins on top of that. But now my Giant Skeleton is going to die and explode them all. And we pop down that bad boy right after that. But guess what? We still need to do more damage to this guy. I zapped the minions perfectly. And now all of his stuff is going to end up dying. And the Royal Giant will finally take them down with only 15 seconds left. So we have survived and we've done it and we've made it and we're doing a really good job. But will he take down my crown tower in time? It looks like no. And we get the Fire Spirits at the very last second to save the day. Woohoo! And we use a Royal Giant just to push his stuff away, just in case. And we end up winning that game. So that was a really, really nice game. But I want to show you guys one more game using the Fire Spirits. So back in 1 second. So this was an epic game. I remember this game because I was like, oh my god, this is so tight. And he did a really, really nice play against me at one point in the game where I promised you I'll mention when it happened. But it was a really, really excellent play that could have allowed me to win the game if it didn't happen. So anyways, again, Royal Giants, really, really good card. I recommend at least trying him out. Maybe you haven't been using him, and maybe you haven't been upgrading at all. I understand, when stuff like that happens, but at least try him out and see if you can make it worthwhile. So anyways, we have a really, really good combo going on right now. We have the minions. Our Giant Skeleton is actually still running around. And our Royal Giant all coming down this one lane right now, so it's looking really, really good for us. But he pops a Hog Rider down on the other side, which is going to do some pretty mega damage to us. Everybody's got like the little tiniest bit of health right now, and he somehow manages to defend my rush without losing his crown tower. Pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie. But we notice, guess what? He just uses the freeze. We know he's got almost no elixir. I got an elixir advantage right now. We're gonna pop down a Royal Giant and hopefully take down this crown tower right here. But he counters with the minions. I'm going to try and double recounter with some of these Fire Spirits and actually end up getting one to the crown towers. That's kind of surprising. That doesn't normally happen for me. They're so darn weak, anything can stop them. and they suicide themselves. So if there's literally anything in the way, they won't attack the ground tower. So we're doing really, really good right now. We have 2 ground towers left. We've got his main crown, or his main king down to about half health. But I don't have that many good cards right now. I've got only my archers trying to defend a giant. I've got my prince trying to kill his spear goblins and everything. And I feel like he's got a pretty beefy, pretty meaty, beefy elixir advantage on me. But I get him down to only 6 health. Oh my god, I saved it. Yes. Alright, so that's awesome, but sadly he comes back at me with some barbarians. So he's obviously going to rock my prince. What am I going to do against these guys? I don't have very many good cards. I have the giant skeleton and the royal giant. So this is the point where my deck is a little bit on the weak sauce side. Is sometimes when I'm trying to defend these barbarians or really, really big kind of buffy, beefy rushes, it's hard for me to defend. And oh no, he arrows me. He's got a hog and a giant on my crown tower right now, and he freezes it on top of it. My giant skeleton does do damage to his crown tower, but now if both of my crown towers are going to get taken down, the other one's only got 6 health right now. So I have to take his crown tower down right now. This is an excellent game, my friends. So we got our royal giant taking out his elixir. We got our arrows over here doing this pretty good job as well. Oh man. Alright, so we got a royal giant. We gotta take this thing down. Come on, come on. 2 royal giants coming out against him right now. His barbarians are chasing, and he arrows it for the very last second to survive. But I've got my royal giant at his crown tower right now. All we gotta do is 1,600 life. He's got a bunch of units coming at me as well with a giant barbarians, blah, 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 blah. And he just says, GG. Could that be the game, though? And he pops his barbarians down as well. I've got an elixir lead, but not that much. My prince is still trying to chase the giant, which is kind of funny. But he gets so many things on top of it. Oh no, we got 2,300 health, and he freezes at the perfect time. And no way. He ended up taking me down. I have to give him credit right there. I have to give him credit for an excellent, excellent freeze at the very last second. And also, kind of a misplay by me by not just putting my units in sort of a space fashion. I should have probably spaced them out, but I wanted to protect the royal giant as best as I could. But it just didn't work out. So anyways, that is my experience with the Fire Spirits. If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comments down there. Let me know what you guys think about them as well. I want to know if you guys can use them in maybe your league. Maybe if you're a little bit lower level league, whether you're in the 5th, 6th, or maybe even the 7th league. How have you been faring with the Fire Spirits? Just as a quick note, though, I don't really recommend trying to use the Furnace. I cannot get it to work for me. I don't know if I just use it bad or what, but there's just way too many units that kill the Furnace and that don't really get damaged that much by just a few Fire Spirits coming out. They just kind of prepare for, you know, not rushing with big rushes like that. So I have not had any luck with the Furnace at all. I might make a video in the future, but at the moment I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this thing at all. It's such a low level, only level 3 right now. I can upgrade it. Only a level... Ooh, we can upgrade it again. Look at that. A level 5 Furnace now. Maybe I will end up trying it again just to see if maybe it'll work a little bit better for me now that I have a higher level Furnace. And I'll let you guys know what happens. But as always, thank you so much for watching and have a super duper delicious day.